Hey everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden. Today we're out in our front yard. We're gonna do a little winter garden cleanup.
Yeah, we've got a few things to take care of. We're gonna show you what we need to do, and we kind of need to assess it anyway and see what's ready to be cut back, and then we'll show you why and how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, you guys wanna come with us? We'll walk up and we'll show you.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Okay, here we go.
This is our front yard garden for those of you joining us for the first time. A lot of you have been following along and you know that we converted our entire front yard. We ripped out the grass and we put in beds. And then we started we're still landscaping and working on the areas around the beds and kind of adding a lot more perennials. And
you can see we've got some glads that are still around. They kind of stayed green like through this whole winter. It's kind of weird.
Really, it's almost March.
Yeah.
I know.
And then we've got some Shasta daisies that need to be pruned up a little bit there too. I mean, they need to be cut down. They're old stems. They kind of just shot up by themselves after we already pruned them back in the fall, so we got to get those.
Well, we've got some supplies for today. Our favorite Corona tools, of course, I know. So I'll be using the 3/4 inch Corona Classic Cut bypass pruners. I love these. They're so easy to grip and just they're lighter. They fit my hand really well. So this is what I'll be using to do some of my cutting back. I might also be using our pruning snips as well from Corona. Yeah. But I don't know if anything needs this fine of a cut. But it's always good to have them out here just in case.
Definitely. So guys, the tools I'm going to use today, definitely hand snips. These are 1-inch Classic Cut Corona hand pruners. These are awesome. I've had these for a number of years. They work really well. I beat the heck out of them and they just keep cutting. Super great. And I might be feeling a little lazy today, so we've got these loppers out here with these extendable handles, and I'm going to show you a lazy way to prune things back from the standing up position.
Let's see that first.
Yeah, okay.
Let's follow Sean and see how we can be lazy today, because it's Sunday and we're kind of just feeling a little slow.
I know, we've got a lot. It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week and weekend. So
what you do, guys, make sure you get your extendable loppers out. Extend those handles out. You don't need the dual link for this, but any loppers that have extendable handles, this will be great for that. So come out here. What we're going to do is I'm going to use these on cutting back to cut back these gladiolas, because I don't feel like stooping down right now. So guys, what you want to do is you want to come out, extend your handles out on your loppers. Just get in the standing position, super easy. Get your loppers out and just basically, you don't have to stoop over when you do this. You just put them down on the ground, cut them, done. And then you just cut them. I mean, look how easy that is. But I don't have to get down close to the ground for these. All I got to do is just get in here with these guys and cut them, and that's it. I can get a rake now. I can rake these up, pick them up. I didn't stoop once. Isn't that great?
That's a nice, easy, lazy way of cutting back some of the bulbs from last year that have not, well, they are brown now, finally.
Yep.
Oh, yep. He's just gonna go after all of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
Do it.
Because, I mean, you know what? We're here and getting it done.
I know, and they need to be cut back, otherwise we might not see them this year.
Now, you can see some of them are still a little green, but they're really starting to brown and they're maturing. And to make sure that we get, oh, there's one more. To make sure that we actually get them to grow up this coming spring, we got to cut these back, because they're not being signaled to now go dormant to then come back up. They've been actively growing this whole time, and so we want them to come back, so that's why we're doing this.
Okay, you guys, so time to go after the Shasta daisies. So you can see there's still a few stems kind of just hanging out here, and the only reason we left those is, well, there are a couple of reasons. One, they actually produced flowers late last fall, which was so random. A couple of them actually flowered in the fall. So that's always kind of a surprise. But basically what happened is we just left these, the stems were still very green, and we didn't want to cut those back yet before the winter. Well, now, you know, it's almost spring, so we're ready to cut these back so they can just kind of reproduce from the crown here. And if you look down, you can see all the stems that we cut. We probably can cut those even low or closer to the ground if we want, but you don't have to. So what I'm gonna do is take this stem, I'm gonna follow it all the way as close to the ground as I can and make my cut. So basically the idea is to go through, cut all of these back. It'll look a lot tidier, but Sean and I we like to leave as much of these perennials kind of as is through the winter. Sometimes we'll just wait till spring or even late winter to clean them up anyway.
And guys, you can see This Shasta daisy is getting chewed on a little bit. It's got some leaf spot on it.
Notice that too.
So we need to get some sluggo out here, but
dang, slugs.
what we also need to do is just come out and kind of check it. It looks like it's got some different kind of leaf spot going on. It could be just from our weird winter we've had this year.
Had a really weird winter, yeah.
It's been wet, it's been mild, and so this plant really hasn't had a chance to go dormant. And so everybody too, as Allison's making her final cuts, you can definitely see, like Allison pointed out too, there's the old stems from last year. You can go through and cut all those out if you want to. You don't need to, because basically all of this green is literally going to shoot straight up, and all of that's going to be covered. You're not even going to see that once the spring really comes and you see your flush of new growth. So again, you can spend the time out here cutting those away to get it the look you want, or just leave it good to go.
And we're just going to leave them, like Sean said, because these Shastas bloom profusely every year. We actually have divided these in the past, and we've spread them all over our beds, and they just keep growing and growing. So I'm actually noticing there's a little bit of this campanula that I can cut back. So we also just left these because they weren't ready to be cut back earlier, but we can do it now. So I'm gonna get those.
Nice job.
Okay.
That looks great.
I always forget there's a little azalea right here. It's just like it came back. Can't even remember what color that is, you guys. So we'll find out this spring, I guess.
So guys, as we mentioned before, we're seeing some slug damage out here because we've had such a mild winter. The slugs have been really active. Usually they're not in our climate. Maybe you've noticed that too. Maybe you've had a little bit of different winter. So what we're gonna do, what we like to use to get rid of the slugs and keep them away, is Sluggo. And this is Sluggo Plus. This is really good stuff. You can get it on Amazon. We'll leave the link down below for you so you can find it too. And so we're just gonna take this out, sprinkle it around, and put down a treatment to keep those slugs away. And this is really cool too, because this comes with a little top that just pops off, and you've got those little slots right there. You can just sprinkle this right out of the little can here. So, and Sluggo is really great stuff too, because not only can you put it around the plant like I'm doing right now, you can put it inside the plant, because the slugs, they can be right in here. What you want to make sure is you're not leaving it up on the leaves. Don't let it sit on the leaves and get wet and stuff. So if you do put it inside the plant's crown or inside a canopy or anything, make sure to come in and jiggle it off. Knock it off those leaves as best you can. Cool, that's one treatment. So guys, now we're in our backyard. You probably didn't know we were gonna do this. We didn't let you know. We're gonna unbox some more things. We're not sure what they are yet. Our buddy Chris over Corona Tools, he's a really good friend of ours. He was able to send us some more things to highlight and actually review coming up here. And so we haven't opened this up, so we wanna show you what he sent us, and you guys can be here for the unboxing. So here we go. So get this down here. This. Yeah, I don't know what he sent us. Oh, what is it? What did he send? What did he send?
Oh, cool. What's
these are cool. I always go for the loppers first, but here's these. These are nice.
Oh, those are awesome. Wow.
So these are aluminum angled bypass pruners. So they're angled because the pruning part, the cutting part, doesn't go straight out like regular pruners. It angles. It comes here to the off the handles, and it angles down. It's more ergonomic.
So is that more of like a professional type of?
It is. Yep. These are more of a professional grade type of pruner. This is basically made for somebody that is going to go out and prune like all day long, like for days. This is something that's going to help with the wrist, making those cuts. And it's aluminum, so it's a lot lighter. I mean,
cool.
if you ever seen these before, this is kind of similar to something that Felco makes. But this is definitely a Corona tool because it's definitely got a different design to it. And so, yeah, these are great. I can't wait to pop these open.
I can't wait to try those.
Yeah,
cool.
and they've got that gel grip on them. That is awesome. So we'll put a link down below for these too. So if you want to check them out. Yeah, these are awesome. Love it. Woohoo! Okay, so now I'm super excited about these though. These are awesome. So these are bypass pruners. You can see they're bypass because of how this is set up with that cradle and then the curved blade. And so These are really cool for a couple different reasons. One, they're loppers. Loppers are cool. The other thing is they're Corona. Corona makes great tools. The other thing though is that these are extendable handles, just like those Dual Link. This regular setup of lopper has extendable handles, telescoping handles. These are great. Look at that. I love that. Look at that reach. And these will cut, I think these will cut, what, 1.5? Yeah, 1.5 inches. Cuts up to diameter of branches or stems 1.5 inches. That's great. These will, whoops.
It's a little windy out here. You can see our chairs fell over. I just
yeah, we got a little gust going on, but some sirens too. Busy day in Tacoma today.
Oh.
Okay, guys. So, Chris, thank you. These are awesome. Again, we'll leave links down below for you so you can check these out too.
So that's a wrap for today's video, you guys. We took care of some perennials and some cutting back in our front yard. We got to unbox some new stuff.
Yeah, guys, we hope you found that interesting and helpful. Maybe you learned something new today. Really cool stuff. We're just glad to get out here and be out in our front yard. So make sure to leave your comments and questions down below for us. We love hearing from you. Give us that thumbs up, let us know we're doing a good job, and subscribe to our channel so you get updates on our latest videos.
And we'll be back tomorrow with our next Monday short. And if you're not familiar with that, every Monday we air a short. And lately we've been talking a lot about seeds and planting seeds. And so stay tuned for that if you're in the middle of sowing your own seeds this winter. And we'll see you tomorrow, you guys.
See you tomorrow, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.